see, okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, ever since this was announced, I was just confused as to why they'd have it the week after Evo. Almost like they were just throwing money and saying, "We want y'all here, go!" And it's like, just throw all the money, throw all the production, throw everything, and then the Tekken one too. And it was just like, throw everything here, and then just throw the event and like everything the best from Evo and stuff. And I'm like,
yeah, bro.
All right, okay, cool. I guess
you understand
that event.
The pockets are that deep. Understand that.
Yeah.
The pockets out there are that deep. We had an interesting weekend. Let's just go off with the event. Evo might have just, concluded, but only this past weekend has the biggest Street Fighter 6 prize pool payout tournament in the history of the franchise has concluded. And of course, the Gamerate tournament out there in the where actually exactly was it at?
In Saudi Arabia?
Was it Saudi Arabia? Somewhere. I apologize. I just cannot remember off the top of my head where exactly.
Earth.
Yeah, it was on planet Earth. But it went down. They had the, top 32? Was it 32 players? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Gamers 8 was Gamers 8 was back in with the big. Okay, yes. So it was in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
In Street Fighter 6, yep, you had event was a 32-person invitational, which will be played through the round robin group stages, eventually leading it into a final 16-person double elimination bracket with the top 2 places in each of the 8 groups. Prize pool was $1 million in total up for grabs. The winner goes home with the lion's share up
$400,000.
Yeah, $400,000. Yeah, just what a wording. And then second gets $200,000. Listen, that's not a bad second placing at all. Third goes home with $100,000, and fourth lands $80,000.
Yeah, it is a chunk of change.
Wait.
What?
Fifth placers get $5,000 each, while the seventh placers get $30,000.
$50,000.
Sorry, 50. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, my mind is still blown. And ninth place gets $10,000.
To 12.
13 places get $5,000.
Yeah. So even if you showed up and still did bad, you got at least 5 stacks in your pocket. So you can't really be mad about it, right?
Like $1,000.
But there was also additional. That was really cool. There was additional like winnings for the game itself, right? If you had the best comeback, that was an extra 10K in your pocket, which that one actually went to Kakaru against Punk, because he reversed 3-0'd Punk when he was a last match. Best group stage performer got an extra 10K. That went to Mena RD, who was just undefeated in the group stage. So that's an extra 10,000 in your pocket. And the most dominant win actually went to the beast himself, Daigo Uehara versus Luffy, because he had 3 consecutive perfects against him. So yeah, there was definitely money to make here.
I mean, they put a lot of money into it. Did you see that production?
The production was sick. Yeah, the production was sick. The event itself was as esportsy as it gets when it comes to Street Fighter. I actually just got to break down here. Spoilers if you don't want to see the visuals on it, or who won if you want to catch up on it. But it's kind of been reported everywhere. But yeah, the overall event's production was just like insane for what we're kind of used to, and it was really cool because it was also like they were running it in multiple languages, right? They had translators right there on the spot that were just talking about when Rob TV would say it, whatever in English, and then that get translated live right there. It was really dope.
Did he rate their music?
I don't remember if they rated the music, but like, yeah, regardless, the event itself, the stage was sick. I think I got something right here. I think I got the tab right here. Yeah, there we go. The VOD is available for you to go and watch. They have some really awesome sponsors on there, including Spotify. I think KFC was in there too, which was kind of wild. Yeah, the production was pretty insane, as it should be. Big LED walls behind it. Really cool panel. They had an actual analyst, like pre-show panel and all, which was pretty dope. It was, like I said, it was as esportsy as it gets. And it was cool.
Yeah, I remember people questioning, like, why are the Dragon Ball commentators there?
Yeah, like, why are those guys there?
Why is Tyrant and I forget his name, but yeah, why are they there? I mean, listen, they know fighting games still, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a pretty universal thing to know one and be able to be good in others. But yeah, that was a pre-show. So like I said, it was as esportsy as it got, and it was a great watch. I'm a fan of the progression when it comes to these kinds of events, because especially if they're if they're pushing this kind of money that's going on behind it, the production is going to be sick, and it's great entertainment. Super clean, super ESPN and all. It looks great. I don't want to take away from it. I myself am more of a fan of the gritty kind of underground feel. That's just me. All this clean stuff is it's great, and it works for some games. And I don't know if that's the direction. I look at production. Whoa, that camera sway. I think my man was drunk. I look at that production, and I try to see if it bolsters the image of said game a little bit more. And I always felt, who does, once again, whoever actually did the production and all that for the game, for the actual event, which it could be Savvy, it could be, whoever else that's running it out there. I've actually been a fan of how Red Bull usually does their productions when it comes to Street Fighter or to fighting games in general. It's always gritty. It's always a little bit more industrial.
The UFC cages.
It's a little bit more raw. Yeah. That always fits at home with me. This stuff, don't get me wrong, still looked great, but it was just, it's just after a while, I'm like, okay, I get it. Let's just get to the matches, man. And
how is there green screen that large? Is it a?
That's not a green screen. Those are LED panels in the back, bro.
Oh my god.
Those are screens that are in the back. I've operated screens like that, funny enough.
Oh my god, I see the lights in the ceiling.
The lights in the ceiling, the floor itself is also screens. The back, the desk in front of it, it's just a big old panel. It's pretty insane. Like I said, that's not that ain't cheap at all.
See, okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Ever since this was announced, I was just confused as to why they'd have it the week after Evo. Almost like they were just throwing money and saying, "We want y'all here, go!" And it's throw all the money, throw all the production, everything, and then the Tekken one too. And it was just throw everything here, and then just throw the event and everything the best from Evo and stuff. And I'm like,
yeah, bro.
All right, okay, cool. I guess
you understand
that event.
The pockets are that deep. Understand that the pockets out there are that deep.
Have you seen the pool that they made? That was 4 stories deep. No? Okay.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That is over there, right?
It has a Street Fighter cabin there, so it is FGC related.
Yeah, right. But yeah, there's AR, all that good stuff. But yeah, they had like I said, the production, and they even had this cool. They had the coin toss, hey, your heads, these tails, flip it. So who gets what side, right? But yeah, the event itself was incredible. Finals, the playoffs into finals, was just all kinds of hype all the way through.
And it shows you with Kakeru actually getting first, it shows you his potential of what he could have done if he didn't go 0-2 at Evo. At Evo, not 0-2 at Evo, but 0-2 at Evo top 6. Excuse me.
Okay, I was gonna say, he didn't go 0-2. No, you lying.
0-2 at Evo top 6. If he had hit that overhead on Tokido and made the rest of the combo, could he have actually won Evo? Possibly. But for him to make that comeback on Punk. And
oh my god, that was
the grand finals match. I'm not gonna spoil the grand finals match, but the way he took it, I'm not gonna tell you who
coming from losers to boot. Coming from losers to boot.
Well, you just figured it out.
Well, no, he's coming from losers final. That's all I said. I didn't say anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, he showed up. That JP, can't wait. JP's gonna get nerfed. Yeah, JP's gonna get nerfed.
Man, ain't nobody getting nerfed. I feel like it's gonna happen after Capcom Cup.
You think so? Damn.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, the event was.
Ken needs the nerves.
Whoa. Relax.
Yeah.
You win Evo with Ken, you're allowed. You're whatever your character is immune for at least a year. That's how it goes. That's the unwritten rule.
Combo.
Yeah, it's no joke. But yeah, this was the highest caliber Street Fighter 6 thus far, and at that point, at that date, also the highest payout, right? I think until Capcom Cup is out and that first place, gets that $1 million, right? But still, 400 grand, incredible breakdown. I think overall for everybody, like I said, it's been praised very well as to the rewards for the players and all. I honestly want to talk to the players more just to be how was the actual overall experience? I mean, I'm sure they're probably it was fire. But it was a long tournament. It took a while because when you tack on all these extra production cues, the pre-roll, the ceremonies in between, all this stuff, that tends to add up when you have to do so many, right? Like that packs a wallop in terms of the players, just, their overall stamina to stick around it and play it. Like it's kind of insane.
Yeah, dare I say it's like an international thing where like they want to put a bigger pomp and circumstance to it. I feel like I don't force myself to watch, but my family watches like a lot of like Telemundo stuff, and they like to milk every single minute of like an hour. I don't know if you ever noticed that, where like a program ends and then another program starts from like 11:59 to 12 noon. It's like instant. There's no commercial in between. Like they don't like filler.
We don't like to play around.
They'll fill it in, but like if the players hit rematch immediately, they were like, "Oh my god, no, go back," and you could tell that they were like trying to go back to it. And anytime there was a little bit of filler, they like focused in on a trophy here.
Did you like the players zoom in and outs between like each round? Was that like getting tiring to you at all? Because for me, I was like, huh.
I only watched top 3.
Oh, okay. That still happened a whole lot in top 3.
Yes, it did. That's why I noticed. And I didn't like the whole. I mean, sometimes there's better with picture-in-picture stuff. There's less is more when it comes to production. You know about more production than I do.
At times, yeah.
To me, less is more when it comes to fighting games and visual aspects of it. Like you just want to see. This is fine with the cameras on the screen, like their faces on the screen.
Yeah,
you can see their reaction. But like, if it's like in between a match, sure, give it time. See the clip over there, or see the handshake, or see the no shake. Stuff like that. The drama. We all want to see the Marvel.
Yeah, they had to fix that tearing issue though, man. They kept like. I don't know if you noticed the tearing issue kept happening like in broadcast. I was like, who here missed that in the chain? What's going on here?
Yeah, or even during Ken Super is when I noticed it.
Yeah,
I see it here on Luke's.
No, it still happens, and with projectiles, like it's kind of weird. Small little things, but regardless, the event looked like it turned out very well. It's still hype. The matches were still incredible to watch. So if you haven't,
when your production value is like a 10, but your in-game production is kind of
like a 7. Yeah, I'd say it's a 7, maybe like 6.5. It could have been a little bit better, but it is what it is. I'm sure this won't be the last one they're doing, because I think it's done very well for them, like you said, not only just with Tekken but now with Street Fighter, adding it to the list. Yeah, it's a little funky. It's always the top third of the screen. But Gamers 8 tournaments concluded. We won't tell you. You already saw it if you watched us here live on twitch.tv/mash those buttons. But it's still something to watch, because it's something that's going to get studied. It's definitely going to get reviewed, because that grand finals was amazing, considering it was a matchup of one person beat the other person, sent them to the losers, you know what it is. And they, for them to come back to try to play again, was a masterclass in adapting. So if you haven't already, make sure to go check that out. They have it currently live on their Gamers 8 GG on Twitch. And the VODs are, I think they are also available on YouTube. I just went right to the VODs. I also like to see what chat is feeling about it at the time, for those that actually invested their time to watch it.